Hi folks, we're in a place called Ribbleshead or Ribblehead or something, I don't know. I've been doing these trips because Northern Rail did these tickets for £2. So I've been I've randomly booked loads of places. So I went to Blackpool and a few other places. Some of them like this, I have no idea what's here. I'm not sure there is anything much here, but anyway, we're going to find out. I'm only here a few hours. Train back's 5:30. Normally I've been chatting because I've been so tired having to get up so early to do them. I'm not a morning person. This lot, let's have a quick look in here. Well, it's not quite nice in here. Let's have a quick look. Oh, blast. I'm a bit more awake today. I've got Millie with me. She's in the bag. I'm going to let her out in a minute. Oh, Millie, you're going for a walk. I just don't know where we are. And we'll find somewhere. I think I can let you straight out, but I don't know. There's a road. Anyway, we'll have a look around. As I say, normally, it's weird, isn't it? It's like normally the opposite station's directly across, but anyway. So I'm going to have to work out if there is anything here. Or even if there isn't, I'll just take her for a nice walk for a couple of hours. It's a bit chilly today, but I am tired. Not as bad as the other few days, but we'll see. Make a little video. And again, you know, I mean, it ain't cost anything. I think I booked about 10 of these things, maybe in total, maybe less. I've got a couple more to go. Anyway, we'll have a quick look around and see what's here. Pretty enough. It's just, see, this is ideal if it was summer and it was hot or warm and it's a bit chilly. Not freezing. I've got still in shorts. Right, okay, I'll better turn this thing off now. Well, apparently this is what this place is famous for that bridge thing. And people come oh, it's cold. It's a fun day out. Well, might as well go have a look at it. I don't think you can walk across it. It's for trains. Oh, it's a viaduct or something. I think I read about it. I think. Just a bridge. Don't know what the difference between a bridge is and a viaduct. It's a bridge, isn't it? Anyway. Oh, Millie. Looks like lots of people come. It's be a big tourist attraction. Maybe there's more down here than just that. We'll have a look. According to my little rangefinder, it's about 12 metres gap in between there. Ooh, echo, 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 echo. See? Ooh, and that roof's about, let's see. And up there's about 21 metres, give or take. I mean, I'm holding this rangefinder, probably not doing it correct, but kind of interesting. See if I can work out the end. Oh, God, you can as well. I don't go that far. God, it's freezing. See if I can work out how it is. Click on the old rangefinder. Probably doing it wrong. It's about 5 metres up there. But again, it's from where I'm stood, so I'm not doing it 100% accurate. Oh, I'm frozen. But I think this is what this place is famous for. Oh, it's cold. There's up here with my rangefinder. No, it's hold still. Oh, you're too close. This is what I've got, folks. It's a little rangefinder. I don't know if that's in focus. Only cost me, I think it was a tenner from the Chinese website. Thought for that I might as well buy it. Might come in handy for some stuff. I think I can work out heights, but I think you have to do a bit of maths, and I'm no good at maths. So from here, let's see. I presume if I focus it there at the bottom, let's see. Oh, it's not working now. It says 17.1 metres, and if I go to the top, it says 29.3 metres, and I'm sure if you do some calculations, it'll give you actually how high it is. But I'm terrible at maths, so I can't be asked. Dun, 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 dun. There's a lot of trains here. Right, I don't know if I've got this thing set up. If I click that, it says it's if I click the bottom, see if I can do it properly. It says here, click, click, click. 18.2 metres and gradient 5.6. So, but this is for golfing, so I don't know if that's some golfing measurement or I'm actually pointing at 5.6. So I'll do the top and see if I can do it. I'm just doing this. See it, and click on the top. It's not doing it now. Oh, great. I haven't got this thing set up. Oh, sod it. Yeah, faffing about for nothing, folks. You bored already? It's cold, isn't it? Be nice if you could walk across the top, but I don't think you're allowed to. I'll go back through the tunnel again. How exciting. Yeah. Hearing this squeaking, it's Miller's bag. I put some tape around it, but I haven't stopped it. Squeaks. It's handy to have, especially walking through town. Hang on. They're doing some work, I think. See that? Looks quite arty, me walking away, coming back to the camera. You see, squeaking bag still. That looks quite cool. Ooh, doing a talking into the camera thing now. Ooh, like a proper YouTuber. Nice bag squeaking. God, I'm bored. Oh God. Oh, that bag's driving me nuts. Yee. That's what YouTubers do, don't they? They talk into the camera and then spin around. Not that I have the idea if I'm filming myself. I haven't got the front screen on, so I can't see. Here we are, doing a talky thing into the camera like a proper YouTuber does. I can't be asked doing because it's boring, and who wants to listen to me drivel on? Oh, got this bag. Let's see what Miller's up to. Oh, camera's stuck on my finger now. Oh, she's doing a wee. Brilliant. Can't film her doing that. Squatter. Oh, someone's coming. Oh, I'll turn it off. See, can you see behind me? Someone's coming. Don't know if that's picking up. Dun 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 dun. Hang on, wait till they pass. Hi, alright. Hi, yeah, cheers. Millie, don't trip people up. That's it. Bum bum bum. God, I'm bored. Don't know what that building's for. It's interesting, isn't it? Just randomly there. Must have some point. I think it's something to do with the trains, but I don't think it's a stop, but I could be wrong. But still, oh, it's desolate out here. I'll keep bashing the bag. There's Millie. Bill. Yeah, this would be a good spot if a train came past now, but of course there isn't any. Just silence. Oh, bashing the fence. There's a big fence there. You can't go on the tracks, by the way. Technically, I could have sort of in the past, because I did some of the exams, but you have to do this sort of weird safety thing to get on the tracks. Although I think you have to do it with permission still. But I never got round to doing that exam. I'd have failed it. Most people who did it failed. It's a weird little exam. Some of it's easy, but some of it is you've got to know safety distances. I've forgotten them all. From track to thing. I think it's 1,000 feet or something, yards or something. I get confused. It's a while since I've done it. And then you've got to do like emergency phone calls with the alphabet thing, where you go Alpha Romeo Juliet, which I probably could fail on that. Got to do like an emergency phone call and quite a few other things. I think you've almost got to get it perfect to pass, and then they let you on. There's all sorts of safety things, such as overhead wires, and because technically you can get killed. That's all we had during the course, was showing you videos how to die on the tracks. It's great fun. There are millions of ways you can get electrocuted, run over, squished, all sorts of lovely fun ways. And we had to take them out as well. God, there's 2 types of tracks in the UK, I think. Dig it all up and use a machine to... Oh, it's a while since I've done it, to be fair. Quite interesting, but... So it's the videos showing you how you're going to die, and it puts you off. And it's weird, they make it, and it's a weird system, by the way. You have to be sponsored and all this by different firms. It's all this like 1940s feel to it. It's all weird and old-fashioned, and you think if you wanted more people on the tracks, which apparently they do, they'd make it easier. You're not so silly. I mean, we were trained in Leeds, and then they had this. We were supposed to have done the exam in Leeds, and then they decided to do it in Liverpool at something like 8 AM, and you had to go every day. And I went, you can get knotted. First of all, there weren't any trains there that early, and I wasn't driving all that way every day. You got to think you're supposed to do an exam. They wanted you to do an exam. I said, when am I supposed to study the exam and sleep? Because the way I worked it out, I'd come home, have 4 hours sleep, and have to set back again. It was such a long faffing about. Oh, it was a stupid system. And then it ran out of time in the end, because they do like a medical. You've got to do a drug test and stuff, which is understandable, because you can't have people drunk on the lines, but... And that ran out. Oh, it was just... What a faff it was. Right, silly system. Run by idiots, basically, who just don't know what they're doing. And, this woman, I had an argument with her. She was going, well, can't you go to Liverpool? I went, you do know where it is, do you? From Leeds. It's not exactly 5 minutes away. I was paying for it all. Oh, just nonsense. Oh, you can stay over. Apparently I was going to... I says, I've got 2 dogs. Just ridiculous. And I'm apparently in the wrong for moaning. They tell you off, oh, you're in the wrong. I had loads of them complaining at me because I was just whinging. I weren't putting up with it. It was just nonsense. It was such a simple system, and yet they made it so complicated to do this exam and not everything. But anyway. I'm trying to work out where they repair. I'm seeing these. By the way, if you see them with the white helmets on, that means they're not qualified, if I remember. Oh no, it might be the other way. But no, it's blue, isn't it? That's it. Unqualified is blue. If you got white, I think you passed. Oh, look, there's some people there. Are they coming down? It looks like they're doing some work somewhere, but I can't see where. Anyway, we'll walk on. Sounds like a train's on its way now. I've gone miles away from the tracks, so I don't know if we'll see anything. Maybe it's stopping back there. Let's see. I think that's the train tracks down there. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Hello, Millie. Well, I heard some train noises, so I'm guessing a train might be on its way, unless I don't know. Don't know how these things work. That bag's still squeaking. I'm going to have to work out to stop it squeaking. I did put some tape. Actually, I think I might have some tape on me. Might put some more on. I've got some tape to put on. Unless it's come loose. Let's have a look. This one here, isn't it? Ugh. Anyway, looks like I stuffed that one up. Did stop it for a bit, but it's just basically like Ilkley round here. Well, it's not as cold now. I think if you're coming, you'd want to come for, probably best come in the car, then you can come all day and then just go when you feel like it. Yeah, well, I don't know where that train is, because I definitely heard a woo woo sound or whatever they do, unless it was something else. There's nothing else round here. Oh, someone's behind me. I'll turn it off. The battery's about to die. I think I'll have to swap batteries. Oh, look, a bridge. Oh, because it's so deep, crossing this huge river. Oh. Oh, shut up, Millie. She spotted another dog. There we go. Oh. Oh, oh, gosh. It fell. On such a dangerous river. Let's cross the bridge. They're having a picnic, I think. He's having a picnic. We'll have a walk across this bridge over this deadly river. Good job they put a bridge there. Don't know what I'd have done. Sheep whoopsies. Oh, it's not much of a bridge. Look at that, you can hardly get through it. Ugh. That's not very well designed, is it? Look at that. Oh, there we go. Crossing the bridge, crossing the bridge, crossing the bridge. That was exciting, wasn't it? Having a picnic over there. Cup of tea or something. Ugh. Let's go back. Millie, where's she? Come on then, you're going to be brave. And there's no need for you to cross it, you just walked across the stones. Oh, you are brave, aren't you? Well, then we're going back now. That was a pointless exercise. Millie, don't act as if he's scared. It's like 2 inches down there. We could both fall and we're never going to notice. Oh. We'll walk around here. Are they having a cup of tea? How sad. Ugh. That's why I'd never get married. Just sad. See couples doing sad things all the time. And when they come out, just have a cup of tea. Ugh. You won't catch me doing that. A lone sheep. All his mates are over there, don't know why he's on his own. Oh, there's a few of them there, so he's not on his own. Having a drink of water, I presume, or eating the grass. Grass, I think. There's all sheep whoopsies everywhere. Look how I'm sat there, having a cup of tea. Seriously, they've come all this way just to have a cup of tea in the field. Ugh. Hello sheep. Hello Millie. Ember would have loved it here actually, to be fair. Oh no, I should have chased the sheep. Yeah, can't cancel that. Last time I took her out, she had a field day running after the sheep. She shouldn't harm them, but you know, don't think the farm would have been too impressed seeing a mad, crazy dog running after sheep. She had to go on the lead then. Oh dear. That was the thing about Sandy. The farmer even said, oh, she's a good girl. And she was alright with sheep. Look, I'm still sat there, honestly. Ugh, not even a good spot. Nice little wall type thing. Bit of a waterfall. See, why didn't I have a drink of tea down here? At least you've got the waterfall to look at. See, I just sat there, relaxing. I mean, I want to come out. They're doing some works, by the way. I don't know where. Always makes me giggle when I see that heavy plant. I always think of Triffids. You know, when they say plants crossing the road and stuff. I always imagine the Triffids are walking around, ready to eat you. What time it is? Look, I'm still sat there having a cup of tea. Ugh. It's 2 o'clock. I don't even have any reception out here for the phone. So if something has happened, I wouldn't know. It could be a nuclear war for all I know. I wouldn't have a clue. 2, 3, 4. I've got plenty of time. Train's not here till 5:30. Oh look, there's a train track there. That's interesting. Well, there's a tunnel. Shame you can't walk through it. Oh, we must be walking over a tunnel here. That's interesting. Look. So the train must come under here and shoot through. Be cool. I haven't seen that train, by the way. I don't know what I heard earlier. Be cool if a train popped through now. I haven't seen a train for ages. Come on, hurry up. Have a train. It'd be the perfect spot. I'm not waiting here all day for one. Oh, I'm bored already. That's I've had enough of that. I'm still having a cup of tea. What a sad fam. Ah, I couldn't be bothered with that. Honestly, I don't see any interest in getting married. Just seems pointless. Ugh. Miserable existence. I mean, that's why, you know, I mean, I wouldn't want kids either. They have to get up for 9 o'clock to take them to school. I couldn't do that every day. I hate getting up early. Have a look down there. Good going. An exciting video. Hi, hi. Tell you what, my mate and the kid seem to talk about is death all the time. They're a right bunch of cheery charlers. They're talking about my funeral. I thought, you've got a cheek. I'm going to outlive both of them. I have no intentions to die before them two. I'll be way living past them two. I can't believe it. Oh, that's all they ever talk about, illness and death. These cheery people going. I can imagine what they'll do. They'll just live together, sit there talking about illness all the time. That seems to be the only thing that keeps them happy, is being miserable and talking about how ill they are. Oh, they love it. She's got a new app as well, which tells her when she's supposed to be ill. I says it's an app. I don't think it knows, you know, anyway. Apparently it knows when she's going to be ill. Better be careful, don't miss the train back. There'll be stuff then. That'll be an expensive trip back. It won't be £2, I guarantee it. Unless they let me on. Maybe they'll let you on the later one. I don't think they will. They might do, actually. Someone got on the wrong train today and they let him off. This is arch fine, so maybe they would. Yeah. Where's Millie? Oh, she's there. Yeah, you really need to spend a day here, I guess, if you're going to walk it. You don't need to worry about train times. Just drive up in your car. Look at that. A big hill type thing there. I wonder if you can walk up it. It's all misty around here. I wonder, the other day that I didn't realise I was filming on this and then realised I got sand all over it, so beginning of that little film it's all, ugh, you can sort of see the sand on it, but I thought, oh well, leave it in, looks a bit arty. And then again, I'm looking on a little camera phone, might look terrible on a big TV. Look, I bought some lights as well, so if I find a cave I can go in it. I got them really just because it's getting dark early. That way you can film in the dark a bit. Oh look, there's a waterfall. Oh, we'll go to that, definitely. That's quite cool. worth making a note of. Oh, now I might have remembered, maybe I've been here before. So I remember a waterfall like that, and I can never remember where it was. I don't know if that's the same one. I wonder if it is. It's been driving me nuts. When I was a little kid, my stepmum brought me. She used to take me all sorts of places. Shame she committed suicide. She got that, she was into, I think it turned out she was a lesbian, but we're not 100% sure. But, well, when I say we're not 100% sure, we are pretty certain. At the funeral, it's full of butch women. But she was into sport like mad, and she got that yuppie disease. And she couldn't cope with it, apparently. And a few days before, well, about a month before, I used to get these phone calls. And then when I answered, it went dead. I'm 100% sure now that was her. But at the time, you couldn't do. I mean, now you just go 1 4 whatever. But back then, they didn't have that thing on their phones. So you didn't know who phoned, but I think it was her. Can't say anyone else phoning. Never used to get phone calls. It never occurred to me it could have been her. I often think if I'd spoke to her, or she spoke to me, she wouldn't have committed suicide. It's always, I mean, that's why when anyone, if you're ever thinking of doing it, people think, oh, it won't affect people to leave behind. It surely it does. So it's always been on my mind. Partly this is partly why I go out walking like this, because she used to take me. That's one of the reasons I do these things, sort of partially. That was daft of me. I've just been chatting away, so I've been walking and just feel, well, I've just swapped the batches. I've been chatting for 10 minutes and I realised I haven't pressed record. Thought I had. I think sometimes I press record and turn it off or something. We just walked past that, well, what do you call it? Oh God, I'm tired. Waterfall thing, you can't get down to it, I don't think. There's this fence here, I don't think you can see it on the camera. But it's, for reference, it's now 2:24:25. It's 2:24 about a minute ago when I looked. And I have to get back for 5:30, but I've got plenty of time because I spent a fact about there filming that bridge thing, whatever you call it, for about half an hour. So if I set back now, I'm going to be about an hour early. But then again, I don't want to be too long. It's that sort of gamble. I don't have any internet connection either, so I can't even see. Actually, I'll just say I don't think it'll do it without internet. I don't think it'll tell me how long it'll take me to get back, will it? And it's saying battery's dying as well. Got a spare battery, let's see what it does. Oh, I know, I thought I had reception. See if it'll just do that. I'll do it roughly to Leeds just to see. No, it's not calculating anything, so no point. So I'm just going to have to guess at how long it'll take me to get back. Hopefully this is recording. Not the most exciting day out this. It's alright to be, you know, for me it's alright. It's a nice walk with the dogs. Well, dog. I haven't brought the other one because if you're wondering where he is, he'd be ill on the train. He panics over everything. It's taken me ages just to get him used to walking past horses, and they don't like tractors or anything, so I just don't want to risk putting him on the train, because if he panics over a tractor, he's going to go ape over a massive train and the noise. Even Miller's not too keen, so I didn't want him jumping on the tracks or anything or being ill. And I mean, he could have been okay, but I don't think he would have been. Don't like leaving him. I'd rather have him have a nice day out as well, but it's just not safe. I mean, it's like my mate wants me to pick up Ember and Dottie on the bus, and I went, yeah, whatever. You know, it's one thing taking little Dottie on. I can put her in a bag and I think she'd be okay. She might bark a bit, but I think it'd be I don't think I'd be popular with the bus driver. If a member starts yapping away, I mean, I think she might be okay, but it's two dogs. You know, it's one thing to have a little dog on your knee and stuff, but Ember, they won't be too keen on that. I mean, you know, if someone wants to sit down, you know, Ember's going to be taking up the space, even just the leg room, and I bet she'll jump on the chairs, and they're not, you know, I don't think they're supposed to. There ain't much, you know. My mate just has these daft ideas. She makes things more complicated than she needs to. Oh dear. Maybe we should turn back. I'll give it another half hour. So we'll just see what's over that hill. I think I can hear a helicopter in the background. They said there was some helicopter manoeuvres. It might be they're practicing or something. Unless they're moving. I've seen them move like big stones. When they're moving, you know, doing paths and stuff. And I've seen them use helicopters just to bring in all the big concrete blocks. So I don't know if you can hear it on the mic. Let's see if we can. It'd be cool if it comes over. Well, I just start. I think that's what I'm hearing anyway. Might be some other machinery. Maybe it's not a helicopter. Hang on. Hi, hi. It does sound like a helicopter. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's a helicopter. So I can see it. But then again, they're doing some works. They've got the train firm out, and I don't know where they're doing it because I haven't passed them, so it could be the train firm doing something. Yeah, it could be machinery, that. I don't know what it'd be they're doing. I don't know. Could be anything, couldn't it, folks? I probably won't see. I'll see what's at the top of this hill. Oh, hang on. Oh, it is a helicopter. It's a bit far away though. I don't know if it's probably not going to pick up on the little screen. Let's see where it's going to. I don't know if it's like a private one. Where's he going to? Ugh, no, it might look he's going where we've just been. And a bit exciting landing. Don't know if I'd like to go in a helicopter. It's not like a plane where the engine cuts out, you can glide. Those things just come straight down. Bosh. I'm thinking maybe I should head back. Panicking. I can always hang about under that bridge thing with the dog for a bit. If we're back early. Well, it's 2:30 now, and the train, I think if I remember, it's 5:30. So come on, Miller, let's get back just in case, because we've been out what, 2 hours doing, well, maybe, I don't know what time. I'm half asleep. Oh, there's a train, I think. Obviously not mine. I thought we might as well just chat about anything as we're walking back. Let's see, I'm trying to stop the squeaky squeak in the bag. Oh, I tell you, hang on, let's just see. Let me just remote change this round. It's driving me nuts. I'm going to have to put some tape on it. Oh, that's it. If I hold it, nothing has stopped it, has it? Probably made it worse. No, yesterday, sorry, I was watching a guy from Liverpool doing a YouTube vid, and he was talking about being on an Instagram account, people wanting to know who it was. Apparently he'd filmed a protest, and I had a look, I was on the list as well. I mean, this is going back in months, but they call themselves some sort of, again, they just prove my point, don't they, folks? They call themselves some sort of Liverpool anti-fascist, but you know, by asking for people and trying to intimidate, they were doxing people who were press, which, by the way, is what you do if you're a Nazi. I mean, these people are openly Nazis, and in fact, some of their own supporters said, "You're Nazis doing this. How come you're doing this?" And they're trying to justify it. Oh, it's embarrassing. I mean, these people are plonkers. Oh, someone's coming in. Let's just walk along. I'll have to wait for people to pass. But yeah, I just had a giggle how completely people again who claim to be anti-fascists are the biggest fascists going. I mean, you know, the whole point is, and this is what I had a debate over this bloke who was thick as anything, who thought it was left wing, trying to block me in Sheffield. And I says, that's what you do when you're a Nazi. You try and prevent the press from recording events, and you try and intimidate and shut them down. That's literally what fascism is. I mean, and I go, oh, it isn't. I go, well, have a look, because I think it's on virtually every definition. But, you know, they so up themselves. As long as they do it, they think they're not fascists. My goodness. But yeah, I'm on this list, and I thought, how pathetic. It was embarrassing for them, but I'm glad they did it. I'm glad, you know, it just proves my point all the time. These are full-on fascists now. You know, they think they're good people, they're not. You do that, I mean, hang on, let's just see. Look, someone's coming. I mean, I was watching another video, I mean, they're still at it, these silly idiots. They were trying to block somebody else from filming. And they had I think I saw it in America, and they're getting so dumb that this woman held up a sign claiming to be left-wing, saying fascism is blocking the press. And they was blocking this girl from filming. And you're going, and she was laughing at them. And you're going, yeah, that's, you know, they don't even understand what they're doing, they're that thick. God, I'm tired. I'm just waiting for somebody to pass. Oh God, it's the mild bit, they're behind me, and I just want them to pass. I just want them. Still, we'll just carry on walking, because if I stop, we might miss the train. But yeah, it's that American, she's, what, is it Liberty Hangout or something? She said her husband was, oh, I never knew that. She seemed to have a bodyguard now. And they were that thick. They were, oh, you're just thinking, these people are morons. They're not left-wing, they're just thick, stupid people. I mean, I'm going to have to say it over and over. If you, and people don't like it, the moment you start blocking or trying to intimidate anyone filming, you know, you're a fascist. You're thick and stupid. And I don't care who they're filming for. Just, so what if, I mean, I'm neutral. I mean, I know some people claim I'm not, but you know, I couldn't care less what their opinions are. They seem to think I care. I don't. I honestly couldn't care less. I mean, these thickos going, oh, you're not independent. Like I care what you think. You know, I just think you're a twit. That's all. I couldn't care less. I don't see you as left wing by any means. I just think you're a stupid idiot who's a fascist. Well, you are a fascist. You know, every time you see anyone blocking the camera, they're fascists. But that's up to them, isn't it? I mean, you know, if they think they're good people, and you know, I keep saying this, all these thickos, especially these so-called Antifa, who turn out to be the most fascist, you're not going to go down history as good people, you're just going to go down as fascist. Oh, and by the way, I found out some of the, you know, when you see some of these people cover their face, I found out why. Because they've got criminal records, and if they're not, they're very serious criminal records, as in sexual. Especially, I was told this because I know somebody, they're actually in the, you know, this Liverpool group, and they said they've fallen out with them because they found out some of them actually child molesters, and they've left them. So they've said to me that's why they actually cover their faces, because they're not the nicest of people and they don't want to be recognised. So, and they're convicted, you know, it's not sort of a rumour, they're actually convicted, some of them. So when you see some of them, not all obviously, but there's one or two there, when you see their faces covered, that's why, folks. They don't want people knowing who they are because of that. Anyway, I mean, I don't dox people. It's not my, you know, that's what you do when you're a fascist, like these people. I mean, the fact that they kept the post up, and, you know, fair play to the people who posted, this is fascism, below. You know, we don't support you doing this, you dreadful people. I mean, someone said, oh, what, you know, doing this to our enemies, as if, you know, that's how they see people, who film them, enemies. I mean, what sort of weirdos see others as enemies who they don't even know? You know, there might be people there for, I mean, they posted loads of pictures, so I don't know why they posted everyone, because I don't think everyone they posted were YouTubers or filming. I think it were just people who went to a protest. But hang on, let's just wait for people to pass. Oops. We're waiting. Hang on. Ooh, it's a bit of a steep hill, this. I won't want to come down here in the ice. Although these trainers I've got on aren't suitable. But they're fine actually, because they let the water in and out. It's quite good. They're like sandals really. They're only cheap, they're 10 quid. They're on offer. I thought they might have fallen apart straight away, but they've actually lasted. I'll just wait for people to pass. Oh, Miller. Hi, sorry. Cheers. There's more people coming. Thought we passed them earlier. Oh well. Yeah, I'm sure we did. Don't know. Anyway. Hang on, we'll just wait for more people to pass. Dun dun dun. Cheers. Hey. Hey. Setting off now. Let's see what time it is. Panicking about the time here. 2:46. Won't be long before it's 3. Well, still okay. When it gets to 4:30, then we're going to have to dash. It's obviously, we want to be at the train station about 5 hours again. I mean, I'm not somebody who likes going places early, but when I'm panicking about getting the train, I often miscalculate the times. That's why I'm always late most of the time. I mean, I'm not one of these people. I had a debate the other day about this. I think it was News Now Yorkshire, brackets Michael. It was saying he always likes to be on time. I think it was him. Was it him? It was in the car, and I think one of them was. I mean, I says I couldn't care less. I turn up any old time. Although, was it him? Because he's always late, so I don't know. He's got a cheek. going on about time. There's more people coming now. We'll set off in a minute. Oh, Millie. No, she's getting tired, is Millie. She'll be fast asleep, I think, on the train, because she's been running a bit. She was tired the other day when we went to Markham. Although saying that, we did go back a bit later, but not much. I think we hit Leeds for 8 that time. Should be back 7ish. Can nip to the shops then. Get a few bits to eat. But still, it's a little bit chilly on the handy pandies there. Not as bad as it has been. I've gone to Whitby and it's been freezing. And then other times you go to Whitby, I'm on about the Goth weekend, so yeah, it's usually end of October, beginning of November, and I've done it sometimes and it's been lovely and warm in t-shirts, and other times I have been bitterly cold. So you know, this time of year it's hit or miss if it's warm or not. I think last year it was cold when I went to Whitby. Look, I'm hoping this is recording. I keep forgetting to press record. Oh dear. What else has happened? Oh yeah, I don't understand what's going on with Labour. Are they bonkers or something? I mean, Labour seem to be desperate never to ever get elected again. I don't think they will. I think they're finished. I mean, I get the impression that they go on Twitter and see this like echo chamber and think the people on Twitter represent who they listen to, represent the country, and I don't think it represents, you know, these weirdos. I think there's only like 1,000 of them, but they seem to, I think Labour think these weirdos represent the country. You know, when I say these weirdos, these ones that pretend to be left wing, but in reality they're not. You know, they're not political. They just sit there and they want to look nice about everything, but they show themselves to be dreadful people. It's the same types of twits who, you know, they've been using the deaths of people in Palestine to claim that they're good, nice people by pretending to care. And now the war's over, normal people would have just quit the protest, but now they've got to, you know, they want to carry on looking good to all their friends on social media, so they keep on protesting. And I think when last time I went on today, they've invented a few new reasons. I mean, they're still protesting about banks and stuff, and, you know, saying, oh, Israel shouldn't have arms. Well, you know, the war's over. And supposing another country invades Israel, are they not supposed to, you know, defend themselves against any country? But, you know, they don't, it's nothing to do with Palestine. Oh, by the way, they're not talking about, I haven't seen anyone post, you know, they claim to care about the people of Palestine. Well, they don't, because they'd be saying, they'd be objecting to Hamas murdering people now because they're turning on each other. But, you know, it's all about fakery. I mean, these are the same people who will, you know, they'll justify anything. These are the same people, aren't they, folks, who didn't care about, well, first of all, they didn't care about women being raped and murdered in Israel. They didn't care about them, you know, when Hamas murdered them. They didn't care about working class girls in England being raped and molested. Didn't care. Didn't care because it didn't suit the narrative or whatever. And they justified it because they wanted to look like nice people. Well, you know, that's why they're, you know, when they get annoyed with them, because I keep pointing out, they're horrible people. They don't care about anyone except themselves. All they care about is looking good on social media. These are the most dreadful people going. They're not political in any way. I mean, they're not even helping, you know, when you see them going on about migrants. I mean, what you might not have not noticed is, sorry, my mouth went funny then. If you haven't noticed, folks, when you see the protests, there's very few people who aren't white going, because majority of people know what's going to happen is that, you know, if you don't accept that a few people have come not for the correct reasons, as in some have come just to claim as much money and then they'll clear off, and we know that, you know, some have come and committed crime, but you know, even if you don't, you know, even if you promote, you know, support the migrants, the fact that these people don't sort of admit to that is bonkers, because they're too scared in case they don't look like nice people. And so what will happen is they're going to encourage people to vote for parties like Reform or UKIP or whatever, who will say, well, simple solution, will just kick everyone out. The trouble is then, is that some might take it even further, and they start kicking out people who are, you know, Muslims and Sikhs and so on. They're not going to care, but then again, these people won't care, because they'll just, you know, they won't take responsibility for that. And they're the ones who are going to, you know, they're sitting there moaning about reform and stuff and demonstrating against them. Well, you know, they're the ones who are actually encouraging people, oh, I can't open this, to actually vote for reform. I mean, that's how bonkers they are. Shut now, unless I can do it this way. You know, and someone has said, oh, I mean, by the way, I've never ever, in my opinion, I couldn't care less one way or other. Someone has said I've been posting negative stuff about migrants. Well, no, I haven't, never have done. Never. I don't even take sides. I don't really care one way or other. But I will admit that some are coming, and they're not coming for the right reasons. Just the same, but these people don't like to admit to anything like that. It's like Pip and stuff. They don't admit that some people are fiddling Pip. They just go, oh no, everyone's on it genuinely. I mean, in fact, I watched there was a comedian today, I forgot, I can't remember his name. Is that one who's blind who goes on, have I got news for you? And I think he's left wing, and always slagging off conservative. It's one of them that, and it's such fashionable, isn't it, to just say, oh, like, you know, conservative bad people, Labour all kind. Well, but you know, they've been proved wrong on that, haven't they? But, and he's been mugged, and I thought, yeah, you know, whenever, if Conservatives ever try to, or any party try to bring in laws to stop people committing crime, I've got a feeling all these people will just come out and go, oh no, it's wrong, they're wrong people, we're, you know, bringing in, you know, bad laws, blah blah blah. And so, and they end up getting mugged, don't they, folks? It is that. But yeah, that's, you know, I get sick of, you know, these people who tend to be left wing, and they just say stuff just to try and sound nice to their friends, and it's all echo chamber, because outside this like 1,000 people or so, that ain't how people see the world. I mean, it's like, what was that footballer who was slating people for putting up flags? Which doesn't make sense, because they don't slate people for putting up Palestine flags and all other flags. But no, it's apparently only, you know, it's only racist or something. I don't understand it. It's only bad when bad when working class men do put up flags. If it was middle class people, they're acceptable. You know, and I've noticed this. If a working class person does anything, no, they're always bad. But a middle class person can do whatever they want, although I think the law almost reflects that. I mean, you post anything, and by the way, I don't care about offence, you know. I find one of the most ridiculous laws, and I think eventually it'll be overturned. I think whoever comes in next time, it'll be one of the policies, whoever gets voted in, will just say, we'll just overturn this nonsense law. about arresting people, because it is one of the most ridiculously pointless laws we have, is saying that if you're offended, you post something that offends people, then it's a crime. Well, you know, how ridiculous, because anyone can claim, and they do, we see it all the time, people going, I'm pretending to be offended just so they can get people arrested. But you know, it doesn't work the other way. I've said it before. It says, oh, that person's offending me. Oh, the police ignore it. It's only if it's someone middle class who's offended. It's just nonsense. But that'll be, you know, I don't care about offending people. I honestly don't. So I'm looking forward. I'm surprised no one's ever complained about me, because I'm hoping somebody does, because I want to go to court over it and laugh. I refuse to not offend people. If you're thick and stupid and get offended by anything I say, well, don't listen. I mean, I don't understand why people would, you know, this is the thing about this law, is apparently it's in case somebody listens to you. Well, if they're that, you know, if they're going to be offended by you, why would they listen? They're only listening just to pretend to be offended. It's all lies. Everyone says it. I mean, you even hear it. You know, what was it the other day? I heard, well, I was talking, I've said it in another video. This woman said, she was photographing people because they put up the flags, a bit, what is it, the Union Jack or whatever you call it. And she was going, and this says, are you offended? She went, no, but other people might be. Other people don't want to go out of the house because, I mean, you're just talking rubbish. But they make up nonsense. And they're always offended on behalf of other people who are never offended. Which, by the way, I mean, that doesn't sound, you know, I mean, I was in Blackpool the other day. There were them British flags up. There were people of different, you know, I saw Muslim people and people of different faiths walking past. They weren't scared. They didn't even notice them. I mean, I wouldn't have, it's because of the lights being up, but I don't think people were particularly bothered one way or other. I didn't see a single person in Blackpool or anywhere. I've never seen anyone actually freak out over a flag. It's pathetic. But of course these people lie, and they have to lie about everything because they want to sound like good people. I'm white and middle class, so I know what everyone else feels. I have it all the time. People say, you know, they go, you know, they'll say, I'm white and middle class, I know what dyslexic, what offends people are dyslexic. And I go, no, you don't speak for me, dear. You don't speak for me, I'm dyslexic. How dare you say what should, you know, what offends me? I'm not bothered about, you know, I've always said it. I don't care about people saying dyslexic jokes. I find most of them quite funny. You know, I don't understand this thing about, oh, you're supposed to be offended all the time. Oh, I ain't going to pretend to be offended just because somebody tells a joke. If it's not funny, then who cares? It's either funny or it isn't. If it's not funny, well, you know, who cares? I'm not bothered. You know, I've had a good laugh out some dyslexic jokes. You're supposed to be offended, and I can't cope with these people who are so pathetic who offend. I don't think anyone's offended, you know. Never. I don't believe anyone ever gets so offended by a tweet or a joke or whatever that they can't cope with life. I mean, seriously, you know, when people say they're triggered, I don't believe it. You know, and if they are, well, to be honest, they're pathetic. If you're ever triggered by something, you're pathetic. But then again, that's the society we live in. We have pathetic people. I'd love to know if someone is ever actually truly triggered. I think everyone claims on behalf, they say, oh, that person's triggered. I'm here to, you know, when you see it in America at the universities, and they say, oh, they're safe spaces because people get triggered. I don't know if anyone's ever been triggered in their life. Is it an actual thing? I mean, people claim it happens, but I'm wondering if it actually is physically, you know. And what sort of people, I mean, why, you know, why would you have people at the university who get triggered? They shouldn't be there if they can't cope. Hang on, let's see. Ooh, let's see. Go on, Miller. Now we'll wait for these people to pass. Oh, that's that tunnel. It'd kill if a train came past. But still. My hand's getting cold, by the way. I'm getting tired as well. Anyway, I've got a few days off now after today. I'm going to chill next couple of days. I was getting quite a few people out. Yeah. I don't understand why universities have people there who get triggered. What use are they? What's the point in people get triggered? You know, who's going to employ them? I mean, that should be on your CV. Do you get triggered? If you do, we're not going to employ you because you're a pathetic idiot and you're going to sue us for everything. I mean, you're actually no use to anyone. Sorry. I mean, this is a little bit of advice. If you really do get triggered, go see a psychiatrist or something, because seriously, you're not going to be employable. I won't want to, you know, I'd encourage everyone not to employ anyone who claims they get triggered, because what is the point of you? I mean, people don't want to work with you, because how can they work with you? Because they know anything they say, you're going to have a little heart attack and claim victimhood and sue, and people aren't just wanting to work with you. I mean, that's the other side of these things. It makes the environment for other people miserable. Oh, it's getting a bit windy. Let's see. It's getting busy now. There's no one around earlier. We'll wait till it passes. I won't turn it off. Hi. Hi. Blast, falling there. Must admit I'm getting tired. Not from walking, just because I've been up so early. Let's just have a quick check on the time. Hang on, let's see. So I might have to run. Oh God, phone's on 10%. It's 10 past 3, or close to 10 past 3. It's actually 7 minutes past 3. 3, 4, 5, 2 hours. I think I'm okay for time. I don't think it'll take more than an hour to get back. I can just chill. But yeah. I was thinking today, actually, how life's different. And again, this is one reason I won't want kids, because it was so much different just a few years ago. When I was a kid, I sat in the back of the car, no seatbelt, it didn't even exist in the back of the car. I'd walk to school, age 6? In fact, the reason I thought of this was the way everyone overreacts in health and safety. It's like, and I upset people. Look, I don't know if they're workmen or farmers. I've said this before, I'd never wear a helmet, and people freak out when I cycle, and they go, oh, why don't you wear a helmet? Well, first of all, because every time I've seen people with helmets on, the cars get close to them. They get very close, and if you don't wear one like me, back off because they don't think you're going to be, they think you're an idiot, if you see what I mean. They don't think, they think you might swerve out. So that's the first reason. It's actually safe, I think, not to. And secondly, I don't think they're doing much use. I mean, no, in a couple of cases they may do. I mean, you know, when I say this, you'll get some twit who'll find a singular 1 or 2 cases online where a helmet has saved somebody, but in general, they're just a bit of polystyrene straight on top of your head. Hang on, what's he doing? Wait for him to go. Hang on. Go, Miller. Hey. Just went to pass. Hang on. God, my hands are that cold I dropped the mic without realising. I didn't want to talk as I was passing, I don't know. Always feels a bit odd when people are around and you're chatting. What was I chatting about? I've forgotten now. I'm so tired. Oh yeah, health and safety and all that. Oh, you're coming up. Oh, great. I'll just have to wait for him to pass. I don't know if he stalled it or what. I'll wait for him. Hang on. To go. I think he works for the train firm. I saw somebody come down with one before. I don't know if it was that one. It seemed a bigger one. It doesn't look like a farmer. I know they're doing some works around here. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking of this because obviously you might have seen about I won't mention him. What his name is, but it's talked about on YouTube, so it's not like I'm revealing his secrets. But his relative, shall we say, hurt himself on I think it was an e-bike or a scooter. And in the old days, it'd have just been, fair enough, gone to hospital. Yeah, it was serious, but it would have been no more about it. But these days, it's all, oh God, everyone has to get involved, and it has to be a big deal. And I can understand why he's peeved off, because it is, that's how we were brought up. You know, you would, and this is the whole point. I mean, it's why I never wear a helmet, because sure, there might be like 1 in a billion chance that it might save me. And I have come off. I've been hit by a car before. I didn't hit my head in one bit. I actually just went onto my side. But the reality is you don't. To me, it's not living when you're constantly having to live in this safe, dull environment. You know, I don't see any pleasure in cycling with a helmet on. Oh, it's just... And I think a lot of people convince themselves of a false safety. And there was I believe, I was told this, I don't know if it's true, but my mate were looking at this for part of his degree course, and he said that in Ireland, when they brought in crash helmets, because I think they brought them in for motorbikes a lot later than they did in England, but I could be wrong, that initially the death rate went down, but then because people felt safer, it then increased. And there is a sort of argument with all these things in cars and stuff, like seat belts and stuff. People, and I see it a lot, people feel a lot more secure, so they go faster, and it increases people being injured and stuff, increases people running into people, because people are taking more risks. Well, if you didn't have all these safety features, in theory, people don't take as many risks. So rather than actually, there'd be an interesting study actually, if it's true or not, because I suspect that could be the case with a lot of things. And so I do suspect that cycle helmets give people this false sense of security that they're going to be safe and stuff, and perhaps they do take more risks. I mean, you see some cyclists going super fast, and because some of these bikes can go very fast, and I'm not even on about electric ones, I'm on about normal road bikes, and you see them zooming down, and then when the car pulls out, because the car misjudges, they go straight into the car. Now, to me, yeah, the car's technically, I suppose, at fault, but I'd also argue that if if you're cycling too fast to be able to brake in time, sorry, to me, you're responsible. You shouldn't be cycling at a speed that you can't stop if somebody walks out, because, you know, it has happened a few times. People walk out, and people do it all the time. I cycle and I've had people walk out. That's what you expect, you know. I mean, some are idiots and just walking right in front of you. But, you know, if you're going through certain places and a certain time of day or night, people have had a drinky poos. So, yeah, sure. You know, I mean, while they're at fault, you've also got to understand they've had a drinky poos, and they're probably not as conscious as they should be. And so they do mess up. So as a cyclist, you take, you know, it's down to you. Again, in this GoPro, I just use these cheap batteries. They're quite good, but the plus the charge, I think it was just 20 quid in total. Was it even less? Might have been 15 quid. I mean, they don't last like my old ones. I had really powerful ones, but the trouble is they do overheat, the GoPro ones, and then they expand, and if they do that, they become a bit volatile. But still, and if it's recording, might be a bit bouncy, the footage and all sorts. I'm not sort of got tired. I was going to do it arty and stuff. Started off doing it a bit nice, but now I'm bored, tired, so I'm just filming non-stop till I get back. It's a sort of way of keeping myself, although I've got the dog, I've got Millie, but a little chat just to get stuff off of my mind. No, we're just a bit annoyed at seeing that post from them fascists in Liverpool who pretend to be good people. They're horrible. What horrible people. But then again, then you find out some of them are apparently paedophiles. And there's someone in the group who's actually fallen out with them, who said, you know, if there's any problems, they're going to, you know, if they actually told me, if they dox me, they're going to be doxed. So good luck. I'll be very careful if you're in that Liverpool. In fact, I've heard this for a few. if I was one of these people who pretend to be anti-fascist and claiming wanting people doxed, be careful, because there's people who will actually dox you and put out more information in, you know, in your group. So be very careful about that one, folks. But, you know, so don't be crying when your details and your parents' details and your brothers and sisters and your friends are then posted online because you tried doxing someone. It's probably not the wisest. This is why I don't believe in doxing people. I'd never do it. Well, first of all, I wouldn't do it because I think it's a dreadful thing, and it's what fascists do, and I'm not a fascist. But, you know, when you're asking for people's details, you're automatically a fascist. But again, you know, it's to try and silence people filming you, apparently. And again, I always find it bizarre. People who pretend to be anti-fascist or claim to be good people, left-wing, I saw it this week. I've seen it every time I go on the internet. There's some thick, stupid person, usually fat, or, you know, some thick woman or something, who's so dumb and going, I'm going to block. I mean, it's like here in America, which is, you know, she ain't particularly, I wouldn't even argue she's right wing. She's just a, you know, your conservative Catholic who tends to be, and in America, they tend to be anti-abortion, which is fair enough. It's their belief. Doesn't really make them right wing or anything. It just makes them more, you know, I mean, I'd suspect for most things you'd probably claim she was left wing, because I bet she's into freedom of speech and stuff. Well, she is, but she said it. So on several things you could argue she's left wing. She's just, the only difference between a lot of them is she believes in abortion and the others don't. I mean, sorry, vice versa. She believes in abortion's wrong and the others believe it's, you know, they believe in abortion. So I've got that completely. It shows you I'm tired. And that's it. But, you know, instead of debating with them, you know, you can actually say, you know, we both have different views, and I appreciate you having a view where you think abortion's wrong, but we support it. But I can understand the arguments you put forward. I don't think there's anything wrong with it saying that, but of course, no, they can't act like that. That'd be what normal humans do. They have to act like thickos and block the, you know, I can't have you filming. Which, you know, all it does is, and by the way, these are so thick, if they haven't realised, partially she's getting views because, well, 100% in fact, they're getting views because they act like this. The worst thing you could ever do, I said this to somebody the other day who was doing it, I says, you do understand the worst thing you could ever do is just be nice. Because if you was nice, there's no views. I says, I love it when you act like idiots. I mean, you know, I tell you to your face, carry on acting like idiots. You think you're doing me any harm? No, you're getting me views. I mean, one of the reasons I quit doing the protests, to be honest, is because people, you know, is not as violent as much. Because, I'll be perfectly honest, people act like dum-dums will get me views. You know, I want people acting like dum-dums all day long. When people are acting like dum-dums, there's no point in filming. I mean, I'm not, you know, some YouTube, sorry.
What? What are you doing, mate? Huh? Did you mean the other game? No, it's not that. What? Oh, because I waited for you, and then the quads got worse. The quads. I'm going to get this page. Where is it going?
Hang on. So I'm just checking. Keep forgetting if I've turned it on or not. 3:30. Well, no, 3:26. Oh dear. Let's see. Ooh. Really, I'm getting that cold hands now. still. Actually, I've got time to get back. I should have. Yeah, I've got to get back about 4:30. Should do. Plenty of time. Got what I was chatting about. I just swapped batteries, by the way. Hopefully, is it steaming up? I thought the screen might steam up because it's quite cold and damp outside, and sometimes when you change the batteries it can suck in a bit of air, and then it warms up on the screen thing. The battery is so warm in the GoPro it can steam it up. That's why I don't use the medium mod anymore. Well, it won't falter. In fact, other people I've found have used the medium mod. It doesn't always work. It works from time to time, to the point I was thinking it's pointless because it was almost becoming a gamble to use it. And the trouble with the medium mod is it's not waterproof, and it was sucking in cold air, and it was constantly steaming up the screen. So I thought, no, I'd rather have it sealed up. Still don't think it's fully sealed, but I think it's better than it was. Looks like they're finishing for the day. No, they can't do it. I don't know. Again, the phone's reception's dead. I'll have to plug the battery in, actually. That's something I'm going to have to do. Otherwise I won't be able to get home. The only trouble when everyone relies on the ticket on your phone. No phone, no ticket. I don't know what they do. Still. See if a train comes. Oh look, we're miles off. We've just been a few more minutes early. Catch that. I'm not into trains, but I'm sure some people will be. Oh yeah, I was saying, God, I'm so tired to keep changing things. Yeah, originally I was saying, I can't believe Labour's messing everything up. I mean, who's going to vote for them ever again? I mean, they're almost... if I was going to say, I actually now convinced Labour try to destroy themselves. And I don't understand why MPs aren't speaking out. You think if you was a Labour MP, you'd be freaking going, what the hell's going on? What are you doing? Because they've done nothing. I mean, have they actually done anything that makes us feel better? Not a thing. They're going, oh, we're going to have all these plans. Well, you can stuff the plans. So I don't think they're going to benefit anyone. Unless they give us all private jets or something. I mean, seriously, who the heck would want to set a business up these days? You just wouldn't. There's no incentive. I mean, that's why shops are closing. I mean, most of them are getting robbed. Why would you have a business? Hang on, let's see if people pass. Hang on, we'll just wait for people to pass. Hang on. Dun, 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 dun. We're back again. Hopefully this will record. I don't know if I've got the sound correct or anything, but we'll see. Oh dear. Probably the most dullest video I've done, but so what? I'm sleepy, I don't care, I'm cold. Oh, what you doing? Eating grass, brilliant. But yeah, it is. I mean, you almost wonder, have we all gone mad? Because why on earth would any party go, oh, we'll just destroy everything? Well, tax, make it so that you don't want to work, don't want to set business up. I mean, people are leaving this country. And people think, I mean, you know, if it weren't for me having the dogs, I'd leave myself. And I say this to people all the time, it's only when you say to them, it's probably not worth staying. I've had quite a few people leave. You know, you put it in their heads, because I think, at first you say it, and I think they think, oh, it's not for them. And then they have a good think and go, well, quite honestly, why are they staying here? What future is there? Is there a future for the kids? Probably not. I mean, you know, if you've got kids, why would you stay in England? Seriously. You know, you've got this government. I mean, what? I mean, you know, it's as if they think companies are going to set up businesses and employ people at vast wages, and pay massive tax and have zero money at the end of the day. Ain't gonna happen, is it? I mean, there's no reason to say it. Literally, you know, when you've got business after business closing, I mean, I think they're now talking about recession. The country's going to hell. I don't think it'll ever recover. I mean, you know, people are saying, oh, vote this party and vote that. I don't think it matters. I think the damage has been done. I don't think it's, you know, reversible. I think now it's just a case of watching the country decline, watching businesses go bust, which I think they will do. And normally after recession things improve. I don't think they will. I just think people have quit, because I can see a recession kicking in. I think people just not bother, and it's a sort of artificial recession, not one that, you know, they usually have them, what is it, every 11 years or something. I think that's the argument. But I think this time it's, I think often it's because things go, well, maybe it is partly because, you know, food's ridiculously expensive. I've never known it. I mean, you can barely afford to eat. The heck's that? Oh, it's him coming back, is it? Millie, come. I think he's picking gear up. Let's see, come out of the way, Millie. He said he broke down. I think it did. Doesn't sound very healthy, that, although he's probably maybe his way down with gear. It's quite a handy little machine to have, that. I'll wait for him to pass. I'm just gonna wait. Hang on. Millie, out the way. Millie, come here. He's got something on the back of it. Millie, come back. Come on, out the way. Millie, come. Go. Better pick you up. Oh, we passed that earlier. It's a useful little machine to bring stuff backwards and forwards. Especially on there. I mean, I suppose you could use a 4x4, but I don't know, I think it'd be tight squeeze. Yeah. Still panicking over the temp. Although I think we're near back, to be fair. I think so. Nearly back. God, I can't. It's so cold I can't speak. It's 5:37. So I'm just trying to work out, because I usually, as I say, miscalculate, and I think I've got more time than I have, or sometimes I I don't think I've got much time to get back to soon. I'm sat there for an hour. But at least we're in the countryside, so I can just let her run around and then walk across. Well, let's see. You see, I can't even... Oh, crikey, I've just realised. I don't even know what side of... Oh, I don't even... Great. Now I've realised I don't know which platform I'm on. Brilliant. So I could come... Hopefully there's a sign up. So I honestly don't know. This is going to be fun. Yeah, it's a weird feeling at the moment. It just feels depressing, doesn't it, folks? It feels like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like there's any real hope. You got this, and I don't understand why they haven't got rid of her, but this bonkers, well, maybe she isn't bonkers, but you know, HLBs, what the hell, I don't understand. I mean, honestly, and you know what's weird? You know what's weird, folks, is that people still vote Labour. And it'll be just usual thickos. I mean, there's a lot of people are thick. I mean, for years, the Labour relied on a lot of thick people who'd say, I vote Labour because my family have, I'm working class. Ugh. I mean, you used to think, well, you're just thick and stupid. That's why we have a Labour government that's rubbish, because they know they don't need to do anything, because there's always going to be some thicker will vote for them. And they'll probably win. There's a lot of safe seats. Labour will still win. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, there's, you know, those thickos who go, I've always voted Labour and thought of my family. We're really stupid people because we don't think. We just vote because we've been told that's what working class people do. And we want to sound like socialists. And look, we wear flat caps and support trade unions. Aren't we good people? No, you're just thick and stupid because you're not thinking. You're just a thicko. I just get irritated by the people like that. It's just thick people. Oh, no avocado. I don't know. I bet avocado a lot more than I thought. But yeah, and there's always the thicko, middle class thickos who want to sound like nice people, vote Labour because they think if you vote Labour it makes you a nice person. I'm really stupid. I'm left wing and middle class. I vote Labour because I've been told that makes me a nice person and it makes me clever. You know, it's just, in reality, not a single person with any brain should be voting Labour next election. Anyone who does, I think, should never be able to vote again. I mean, you know, it'll just show you how ridiculous. I mean, if one Labour MP gets in, it'll just show you it's all just nonsense. People are just thick and they'll just vote anyone because they've been told, vote Labour, it makes you look good. I mean, it's an awful, and they all stand around, and what annoys me about Labour, well, not annoys me, I just find them ridiculous when you see them at the conference and they're all wearing red and doing that silly song because I don't even know the words to it, I couldn't care less. They just sound moronic, but they think they sound like really kind, caring people. Well, I haven't seen any kind of caringness so far. I've just seen cruelty. Have we ever seen something nice? I haven't. It's just thickos, just ugh. I mean, it was like I saw a few videos from people going to the conference. They were the most unpleasant people I've ever seen. I honestly don't think, you know, I don't associate Labour in any way with nice people. They used to be fair. They used to be. You know, if you go back, you saw some really, you know, especially the 70s and stuff, at least, you know, even if you disagreed with them, at least they sounded like they cared. They sounded like nice people. They sounded like they were academics. They'd either gone to Oxford or Cambridge, most of them. And, you know, generally they seemed decent people, but now, oh, God. I mean, there's one or two who seem okay, but the majority, they just seem like box-ticking thickos. You know, they don't... I mean, honestly, it's embarrassing. You just watch them and thinking, geez. And they're all convinced that they deserve this huge wage. What, they're on 60, 70k, and they go, that's it. I mean, it's like trade unions. Well, I've said it before. I mean, they make me sick with their on about 300k. We're trade, and they sound just dope as they come. Oh, sheep there. Grouse, poor things. Hate hunting. Yeah, I'd ban that straight away. Blood sport should be banned. Vulgar. Someone had an argument with it on Twitter because there was a Labour MP apparently, and again, you see, it shows you there are some good ones, and it was wanting to, you know, he's against fox hunting, and says, oh, I retweeted it. And somebody says, oh, should people be talking about that because there's so many things going on? Well, I thought, well, yes, because, you know, you can deal with other things. And by the way, I don't think it would takes 2 minutes to strengthen up the laws on fox hunting. I mean, that would be like a 10-minute job. I mean, it's supposed to be illegal, so, you know, I mean, he said, oh, it'll take up days to debate. I thought, well, what's the debate? I think they've already agreed it should be illegal. I think all that's that you'd have is make it, you know, I think there was too many ways around it. Hang on, sorry. Ow. I think I've been bitten. But yeah. I wonder what that is there. I didn't notice that coming. With something for the trains, I'm guessing. Again, I'm getting quite cold. I don't think we've got far to go. I think it's just over this hill maybe, and I will see that. Oh, it's a viaduct, not a bridge. I think. I don't know. I don't care. Everyone's got to be technical. Makes people feel good, doesn't it? Going, no, you're not using the technical terms. It's a viaduct, not a bridge. A bridge is blah 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 blah. Ugh. Looks like we're on our own now. So the thing is, you don't want to be out too late because once it gets dark, I mean, it's a couple of hours, it's going to be dark around here. So if you got a torch like I have, but even then I've been caught out once without batteries, and it's terrifying when you're in the middle of nowhere. When you come out somewhere like this and it's dark, there's no lights, no street lights, you really see darkness. Although it's worse in the woods, that's when you really do see darkness. Let's see, can we see the viaduct yet? Hopefully this is still recording. I'll probably be back too early, but I've still got a way to go. I'm not fussed then. I wasn't planning on doing a chat. I was going to do 5 minutes just of that viaduct, and then, well, still, probably won't get many views regardless, so who cares? Bash it out and bung it on the internet, that's what I do. But yeah, I can't be bothered doing the protest. Again, my mate said, is it because they're threatening you? I says, no, that's actually the best part. You know, if we're getting threats every time, it'd actually be worth filming in some ways, but I'm just depressed with them. I can't be bothered with these, you know, they're depressing people, a lot of these. It's just the same nonsense, the same sort of fascist idiots who try and block the camera, pretend to be anti-fascist or something, and it's like, you know, they've been brought up in this weird cult thing where they're being told that they're the good guys because they're white and middle class, and everyone else is the bad guys because they're working class. So you must hate them. I mean, where does this hate come from? I mean, they're full on Nazis. Oh no, we're not Nazis because if you read the propaganda, Nazism is a right-wing situation and we're left-wing. No, you're not left-wing at all. You just claim to be left-wing. Oh no, we are left-wing. Shut up. You're not left-wing in any form. You're just thick and stupid and just want to go around calling everyone names. Oh, somebody had to go at me because he was saying, but you do the same thing. No, the difference between me is that they call people fascist on the basis that they see somebody who's working class, and they're so bigoted that they've been told that everyone who's working class is a fascist or whatever, or racist or whatever. Hence why they see the flag going, oh, you can't fly the flag because you're automatically a racist. No, I don't give a rat's ass about the flag, but, you know, let's be honest, most people are doing it. One or two are racist, I'll guarantee you. I'll guarantee that 100%, but the bulk of people doing it aren't racist. They're just fed up. They're fed up of being bullied. They're fed up of a lot of things, and I think this was I think this waving the flag and putting it up was always going to happen because of such as, well, you know, I think people got fed up during the lockdown. They knew it was cobblers, or knew they were lied to. You know, they knew that these fake masks did nothing because medical grade masks are N95 or N99. The ones people wearing that you're made to walk around the shops are literally just tat. That didn't even cover the face and had no medical basis. So you're breathing in and out normally. They literally didn't block anything because the mesh wasn't ever fine enough. It was not even at the beginning. At the beginning of the because I'll never forget, I was listening to all the doctors because everyone says, oh, you should listen to the experts. I was listening to the doctors because I remember if you went on to PM on Radio 4, the doctors actually said, don't bother buying the mask because the non-medical ones won't do anything, and the doctors and nurses need the medical grades, and you're just taking it from them. And you're really wasting your time, and you have to put them on correctly, and you have to change them every few, 30 minutes or something. You're not going to be doing that, they said, so it's a waste of time. But then they suddenly brought out this nonsense of wearing them. And if you notice, oops, someone's coming, hang on. Wait till they pass. Oh dear. She's friendly, don't worry. Or is yours nervous?
Hello.
She's a bit of she likes to stand in front of the nervous. She's a bit of a thug.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Don't worry. Millie, don't be a bully. He's saying hello. That's it. Oh, Millie. So.
It's fine, don't worry.
Oh, look, she's trying to.
She wants to play tune. You play with him.
No, she's trying to bully that. I know what a little game is. She's working out if he's nervous.
Yeah, so that she can dominate.
Yeah, that's a little thing. She'll be doing that in a couple of... I've got my mate's black Labrador, and that's all they'll be doing is bullying my mate's black Labrador because she's big and she loves to do it. That's it. Oh, Millie. Come on. Millie, come on. You've been a jerk, Millie. There we go. I know what you like, Millie. You try to be a bully. There we go. Got that on camera. People don't believe me you do that. Come on then. Let's see what time it is. 3:50. Let's see. So... Oh, got plenty of time. Oh, the fat phone's going to die. No signal on this, so I don't know what I'm going to do for train tickets. Have I actually taken a photograph? I don't think I did I? Let's see. Oh, thank goodness for that. I have taken a screen grab of it. That saved me a problem. So I don't need to worry. What time does it say it's going back? Because again, oh, it's not till 5:43 or 17:43. So I've got a few more minutes, and I thought, so 14. I've got 1 hour. No, actually 2 hours. 3:50 now. So 16. Oh, it's 2 hours. Oh, great! I've got 2 hours to burn. So this is what I mean. I've miscalculated that one completely. Oh, great. So I'm stood in the cold. I will just walk around for a bit. Oh dear. I won't do much more on the video because it's going to be 2 hours. I'm not doing 2 hours of video. Me just walking up and down. Hang on, let's turn. I'm just going to turn the GoPro off. Right. I thought it was recording there. Turns out I've been chatting on and haven't recorded anything. I don't think. We're just waiting. Yeah, hang on, let's just see. I've just been, I thought I was recording and I didn't record anything. It's 16:38 and the train is due for, what is it? Oh, 5:45 or what's that? 17:45, isn't it? I always give you it in these 1700s. Look at that. Yeah, Billy's tired, I think. I've just been recording about half an hour and then realised I haven't recorded. So we're just waiting now, cold. Don't know if I recorded earlier. I did a screen grab anyway of how high up we are. Because I thought maybe that's the reason why we're cold, so I'll check on 8 leads, the difference. So we just basically pondering, is it pondering? That's probably the wrong word. We're just wasting time trying to before the train. Actually, we better set back soon. Let's see. Oh dear, you can still hear that bag bashing. Right, 16:39. So we've got exactly, well, just slightly over 1 hour. So mate, it ain't going to take me an hour to walk across there. Probably take me 10-15 minutes, but even so, I'm not going to be too late. Actually, saying that, it could take maybe, if we go slow, it might take half an hour. Just really wasting time here just to... Just going back, aren't we? Oh dear. Shame you can't walk across there. It'd be nice, although I was saying that I'm scared of heights. Don't think I'd have wanted to walk across there. I just filmed the that thing with that dedicated the train thing. Oh, great. But I didn't film it because I didn't press record. I think I passed them early, didn't I? I must go round in a circle then. And if they're getting the same train out, I think they must have driven. Is that a train I can hear? You hear all these noises round here. But then again, I thought it had a train earlier and it wasn't one. I'm just waiting for them to pass. I'll turn it off for now and we're just going back to the train station now. Look, see what the buses are. Look. Ooh. That's the train station in front. Let's just see what time it is. And I'll check later. I think it's early. Well, I'm frozen. I think there's a bit of time. I just chatted to a lady. I thought it was a doggy trolley. She had a dog in, apparently feet had got some sort of infection. So she was using with them like, I thought it was a bit big for a baby. Stroke, one of those baby buggy things. Seemed massive. I didn't want to look in, but then she was chatting to me, so I had a quick peek. It was a cute little dog. Hopefully I'll be walking soon. Sounds like some weird little infection. No doubt the vet will have charged an absolute fortune. Well, in the past, I mean, that's what bugs me at the moment. Another little thing. It's ridiculous, the vet bills. It used to be, I remember going ages ago. Oops. When my other one got bitten. I think I called him Stinky because he rolled in some unpleasantness when I first got him. He was lovely though. Died of tumour. He got bitten because he was a bit of a devil. He used to show off and he ran up to a big Alsatian that was on the lead. And the Alsatian bit him and I thought he'd killed him when he bit him, but I think it was just the shock. But it pierced the skin and I went to the vets, and that, even then I thought it was expensive. It was 30 quid for 2 injections. Nowadays, oh, it'll be a fortune. I bet it'll be around 200 quid because, you know, you have to pay, they charge you for this, that, and I had a complaint with one of them. I said, you're ridiculous, the fees. I think they charge for just seeing them, but that's 50 quid and stuff. I mean, they're just, vets now, in my opinion, are ripping people off, but I might be wrong. I'd love to know how they can justify the fees, because how can it be a few years ago, and we're not talking a long time ago, just maybe, what, 10 years, they won't charge for anything except the, they just charge for the tablets and stuff, which even then was expensive. As I say, 30 quid for 2 injections. Now, you know, why they're charging 50 quid or whatever just to, before you walk in. I mean, I don't understand how it suddenly got ridiculous, but is it greed or is it justified? I might do a little chat one day and work it out. Oh, in fact, I might mind chatting to a vet, seeing if it is a con. So I do get, well, I think a lot of it is unfortunate because they know everyone's got pet insurance, that they can just claim off the pet insurance and charge an absolute fortune. That's what I suspect. Because in the past, when they knew it was cash only and people didn't, I don't think they did. But I'm hoping this is recording still. I'm so cold, I think I've messed up because I'm that cold I can't even press the buttons. I've been thinking I've been recording and I haven't pressed record. Let's see. Oh, it's closed. But even then, let's see if anyone's here. Well, it is closed. I'm going to say staying, although I don't know if the dogs will be allowed in. Although usually they do these days, usually allow dogs in, don't they, folks? Right. What's that? Oh, it's Network Rail. PPE. We used to have to do the PPE. 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 Let's see. Are we the only ones here? I'd imagine others are here, but I might be wrong. Let's see. The map on the right side. Oh, sorry if it's shaky. Oh look, we're the only ones here. Let's have a look. And that's ours as well. Oh God, we've got 40 minutes. Oh, well, we're really early. Suppose it gives us a chance to film with no one around. So that's the one we're getting. Oh, there's a trolley service, too expensive. Everything's too expensive. Well, I imagine it's too expensive. Might not be, but... Well, that's the... not first class, it's his first. I presume that means first train coming. And that's it. We can have a quick look around. We've got 40 minutes. It's going to be Saturday getting cold, basically. It's pretty though, isn't it? I suppose it's not still open, although there's not many people around, is there? I'm guessing that shop's open more summer. And that. Dun, dun, dun. Explore the Yorkshire Dales. So in the Yorkshire Dales then still? I don't know. I don't even know where we are. We went there yesterday, didn't we? Oh. So I bet this place is quite busy in summer. Well, there's quite a few people here now, but I think they've driven up. It's cold though. Have I mentioned I'm cold? Open daily from 10. Don't know if it's open now actually. There's lights on. And look, let's see what we missed. Well, we saw the viaduct, didn't we? Oh, is that what it was? It was the Blue Moss signal box. That's, well, I did see it. Station in. Blah, blah, blah. I think we saw everything. Come on, Miller. I'm going here. See if you can go in. I don't know if this is... I might as well sit in here if you can. It's probably locked, so let's see if we can go in. Oh, this is cute. Oh, it's warm in here. Oh, and the lights come on. Oh, it is warm. I'll stay in here then. Don't know if there's a heater on, is it just naturally warm? Well, we'll sit in here. I tend to have a look in there, but if it's open I feel silly. So I've got the dog. Oh, we'll just sit here then, at least it's warm. Oh, that makes a big difference. Alright then. Oh, I'm cold. Alright, I'll turn it off, so I'm that'll be the end of this video. At least I'm just gonna get the train back and probably chillax on it, so My mate said tell people to subscribe and like and all that, so if you want to do it, but you know, I couldn't care less if you do or not. Who cares? Feel silly begging people to subscribe and all that stuff. Ooh. Anyway, we'll leave it there, folks. Bye.